So if you don't know what a personal right is, I'll explain it to you. Personal right is a rule that I made up for myself that I expect other people to follow. And so with that, that could really be a head trip kind of thing when you think about. Like, think of how many things that you expect people to respect about you without even saying. Well, we expect people to try to treat us like we should be treated, right? Although lots of times we don't treat people the way that they should be treated. We feel like we're number one, we're the exception to the rule, and that could be dangerous thinking actually. And there's deep rooted issues such as mental wellness that have people shooting up places, and then there's your average everyday stuff, which I know, understand it's not average to you. I struggle with depression myself. I struggle with anxiety and panic attacks and things like that. But I'm constantly trying to educate myself and constantly trying to rise above that. Because I don't feel like it's any good for me to sit around and dwell in the past on the people that had hurt me and the way that they made me feel, because I know that love is greater. I know that love can cover a ton of wrongs and bring peace back. And I know that it sounds tree hugger but it's really not. It's about the human condition. And when we are able to sacrifice what we want to do, what we want to say, pulling us in, pulling in our character and saying, I will not allow these different things to control my thought life and tell me things about myself that aren't true. I'm a decent person. I try every day to be better than I was yesterday. It doesn't always happen and I don't always win. But I know within my character, at the end of the day, it allows me to look over everything that had happened during the day and how I handled situations. One of the other things that I do is I like to meditate. Just sit quietly when I have some time. And a lot of people they say they can't do that because their mind is constantly racing and this and that. And that is, I think that's part of the reason why people go, I don't do that. But I have so much noise in my life through the television and my kids and the world around me and all of those things that are constantly sending me all kinds of messages. I have to put up boundaries for myself so that I can stop the traffic from coming in and to get back to the core of who I am and know that I am not a person that is allowing my circumstances to dictate my behavior. That is a poor crutch to lean on. You see these things on TV, Dr. Phil, perhaps. Dr. Phil has many, many teenagers that are on there with their families, and this Catch Me Outside girl who now has a rap video. And, we just basically told her that we reward bad behavior and that you're making a spectacle of yourself and we're going to make money off of you looking like an idiot. But she don't care because she's making money and she thinks she's dope and she thinks that they've got her solely convinced that it's completely okay for her to be this way. Where's she going to be at when she's 30? When she starts thinking about her real life and she's a 14-year-old child. And this is what they've done. She's gone on television and she's, made a point of making sure everybody knew that she was a bad girl and this and that. So she was obviously receiving messages and didn't have the discipline or the restrictions placed on her, but it's not my place to judge as well. But when you put your business out on public television, you force everybody to formulate an opinion about you.